Hey them guys, it's just going to be a quick run through of my cars, what they are, what's done to them, and I'll show you the helicopters that I've got floating around as well. Okay, this particular one here is a Kyosho Fazer. It is ready set. This is a beginner's car. If you were going to buy it, you'd probably get a ready set package for around the 300 mark. I've had this one for a couple of years, so I've upgraded it. This is far from standard. It drives far from standard as well. It's much better. What do we got? Okay, these are Kyosho's V1 shocks. These are on the V1 RR or R4 kit, I think it is. It's no, that's it. That's actual kit that you would have to make if you were going to buy that, and it's around the 900 mark if you want to get something like that. They've got the 4 shocks, front and rear, and significant improvements to what the originals were. I have a GXR 18. I'll quickly turn it around. The GXR 18 motor in here. It is a direct swap. You will not have to do anything if you want to swap it from I think there's a GZ15. Some of the other models have a GZ16, and I think it is. I'm not sure. It's got a black top and a silver top. That's how you'd recognise the two. This motor is obviously a GXR 18. As I said, direct swap. You will not have to do any pre-drills, any bolts. The exhaust I've got on it is it's a Team Orion exhaust. Now, this motor goes in the DRT, the DBX, both Kyoshos, and they're buggies. They've got wider tracks and a bit more room. With this one, like, I have literally no room down here. I'm going to get a quick little zoom in on that if you can see. I'm not sure, but it's bugger all room in between that turn, and that's full cycle, obviously. And I've trimmed 5mm off here. Okay, just so I could fit. I mean, it was literally hitting the wheel. I couldn't even turn it before. Probably not the best fit. I could have probably put the standard pipe on there, but what's the hell of paying $80 for something like this if you can't use it? I may do with some quick steel. It does the job most certainly, and I haven't had any problems. Performance-wise, you're definitely going to get your speed up, your performance up, your takeoff up, everything. It's a handy little motor to whack in there, and you can pick it up for around the $80-$90 mark, something like that. It has a couple of cases. These are my Porsches. This is my basher. This is something I'd take down the track and let get beat to the core. Hence why it's got all these windows for all this air. This one, on the other hand, is not. I'm going to put the camera down for a second. It is the Porsche GT3 RS, and I've sprayed it orange. I've tried to keep it as much scale as I possibly can. I've made a couple of little adjustments, like there's some carbon fibre panel down here, and I've put some grill in here. It's actually just fly screen mesh that I've run across. I've cut these sections out just for a little bit more airflow in there, and there was some LED lights. I had the Darrow LED lights in there, but I've taken them out. I've got new projects now, so it's all fun and games. I run this one with the camera on the front. As you can see, it's got the hole pre-drilled for my TX, my RX for the camera. It's a nice little car. It goes well. I'm going to show you the lights on it now. Hold on. And bam, bam. Oh, it's on the roof on this one. I forgot. Okay, so as you can see, I won't turn the camera around. It's got the headlights on there. It does look pretty fucking nice when it's cruising. Let me show you, it's sitting pretty high at the moment. I could probably push it down. The green lights will be going around the whole chassis. I just haven't got to it yet, and the tail lights. Some of the tail lights have gone out. I don't know whether it's just bad circuitry or what. I didn't really. It was sort of a rush job, but it did the trick for the time being. What's next? Okay. I will take you for a quick run around of what I've got floating around over here. Okay, this is a Blade SR 120. Yep, I think from memory. I know I got it like 3 years ago, so it's old school. I haven't flown in ages. I've got bigger and better helicopters now. But that's a beginner's helicopter. It's alright for a beginner. You want anything more, keep going up. This is a Trex 100. A Trex 250 and this is just a clone of the 450 I've got, cut up at the moment. It's missing some servos, I'm waiting on it, and it's got the carbon blades on it. It flies pretty well actually for a clone, I must say. This little guy, I crashed him yesterday. He was coming down on a pretty hard and tail inversion in the servo. I don't know what happened, it just gave way and bang, into the ground. This is a Wakira 4F200LM. Okay, it's a scale helicopter, as you can see. It's tri-bladed, it's got 3-axis gyro in it. It flies really well actually. It's a bit banged up, as you can see. I mean, look at it. I gave it a serious hit yesterday. So we'll see what's wrong with that when I've got some time. This is wheels, and the big boy. This is my pride possession at the moment. I have got a ST, which is in for it's in for service, to be quite honest. I'm getting a fine tune on it. It's pretty new. I've just finished running it in. This though is the Kyosho Inferno GT2 race spec. It is a really good car for a ready set, I must say. There's a few things that you need to change and play around with. Like always, it's a hobby. You always want to perfect it, which is a good thing. At the moment, it's in tatters. I'm waiting on 2-speed transmission. As you can see, it's not there. This motor though, the GT and the last GT2 non-race spec come with the 28 in it, which I heard a lot of people had problems with, and I don't know about that because I haven't known when I have raced one, or I haven't raced it. I've mucked around with the mates one and whatnot, but his seemed to go alright. This on the other hand has the KE25 in it. It's sort of in between that high RPM 21 and the torque of the 28, which is good, and it is a good motor. I don't mind it. I haven't had any problems with it. It's performed. I've shredded the 2-speed. I've shredded the clutch on it, and it's still kicking pretty hard, and the compression's good on it. So I can't argue about that. The wheels, on the other hand, that come stock stand on this car, you want to change immediately. If not, after you run in, they were pretty average, I must say, for Kyosho. I have got some Shaw 55 slicks coming for the original black wheels that I've got here that came with it. These are just some foamies. I spray painted these the other day and they came up, pretty crap. As you can see, the inside of the wheels, my laziness, they've been spray painted as well. The chassis, I pulled the whole thing apart. Basically, I like Loctiting everything that I buy. I know maybe it's just because I'm an avid helicopter guy sort of thing, but cars I do like as well. Loctiting's just in my blood. But look, I pulled it apart and I decided to spray it while I was out. As you can see, it's now gold. It's metallic gold. I like running a heavy duty sort of M3 PVC clear on top of this. Okay, just I don't know, it just doesn't wreck the paintwork if I spill anything, or if it gets clogged up after a while. If I've been lazy and haven't cleaned it, you can take it off and brush it off and clean it very, very easily, which is good. I haven't got these. It's pretty much stock standard. I sprayed the shock towers. I have got shock towers coming in. I've got a 23 tooth second gear as well for the clutch bell coming in as well. So I'm hoping to get some some pretty good high speed runs out of it with the new tyres and whatnot. But overall, it is a good car. For out of the box, I mean, you're going to pay about $550 is the cheapest I found it, and then you can negate your shipping from there. But it is a really good car out of the box. I've had heaps of fun. You won't have to do too much fine tuning. Obviously, with a new car, I recommend taking it to your hobby shop and getting them to tune it if you're not familiar with nitros. But if you're entry level and you want want that bit more speed, you want a bigger class car, or this is a pretty good option, and it's not too expensive. I mean, shock towers standard on it, you can pick them up for about $12 a set, and they're about the most common thing that breaks on a goddamn RC car. The shocks, you could probably upgrade them as well if you wanted to. At the moment, I'm going to leave it as is. I've got some high-tech HS7955TG titanium vids coming for it. So that should tighten it up a bit. And I run them on my ST, and I'd swear to my life on them. They're fantastic servos. As you can see, I've painted the turnbuckles and all that sort of stuff. But it is it's a pretty nice car. It rolls nicely. The gearing's nice on it. you know, I'd probably recommend changing the diff oils. It really depends what you want to do with it. I think I'm running 1500 front, 1000 at the back. I think that's what I've got. Yeah, no, it definitely is, because that's all I've bought. Anyway, as for the shell, as you've seen, is an Audi, sorry, not Audi, what the fuck am I on about? It's an Audi R8. You know, I like the LED lighting, like I don't know why this is. I think it's because I like driving in an evening as well, I guess. This one, I've put some headlights in it, as you can see, there, and my DRL kit as well. Okay, so I'll try and get a zoom up on that so you can see. And yes, it took some time to get them, you know, pretty neat, should I say. But you know, I'm quite happy with it. It gives quite a lot of light, you know, for an RC car. I've also done the tail lights as well. Hold on, I'll turn them on. Boom, 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 boom. And the tail lights are done as well, as you can see there. You know, I've squared them off so that they look like a legitimate Audi. I don't know if you can see that, but they are, you know, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I could have done better. The case wasn't perfect when I decided to do it, so I wasn't too, you know, what's the word? I don't know, worried about it, I guess. I've cut this whole grill out at the front here, and I've just put some, it's just a rain pipe gutter, real thin tin aluminium. I'm not sure what it is, and I bent it into shape and fitted it in there, so it's got a nice duct of air coming in. I don't like cutting my windows on decent shells, if you know what I mean, but you know, it is a good car, and you know, I'm quite happy with it. I haven't broken anything on it yet, which is a good thing, but you know, I'm sure I will. Anyway, guys, if you've got any questions or if you'd like to know anything, just, you know, leave a post and I'll do my best to answer it. But, you know, thanks for checking it out. Cheers.